time for me. And he's saying, see the truth for what it really is. That's the spirit of loneliness trying to come upon you. And see, we got to be able to recognize this is the devil. This is the devil trying to plant these thoughts in my mind. Now see, and if you entertain it, you coming into agreement with it. He said because your conscience is bearing witness to it. But it's up to you to really say, you know what, okay, this is what it is. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? Look at Matthew 6. Because I want to show you in the Word of God how he's saying that we have to see it. Because see, when you look at Matthew 6, verse 5 says, it uses about prayer. It said, when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by men. He said, but I tell you the truth, they have received a reward in full. He said, but when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. So in other words, he said that even when we get into a place, right here is talking about prayer, but we can get into a place where we want to be seen by people. And he said, well, when you want to be seen by people, he said, in other words, you get your reward then. You could be doing something good. You could be praying for somebody. You could be helping somebody. He said, but whatever you're doing, but if you're doing it just because you want people to see you, you get your reward right then and there. He said, because you got too many people, they doing things for the wrong motive. Well, I just want to be seen. I want people to see that I help people. I want people to see I'm a good person. And he's saying that whatever you do, he said you do it in secretly where God will reward you openly. So we want to question, you know how most people, when they want to get in front of people, oh, I'm praying for you, girl. Why you have to tell everybody you praying for me? You could have just told me, well, I got you in prayer. And he said, but I want to show you that we got to see the truth. Because verse 6 said that when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. And see, I want to stay right there because, see, we got to understand that even what man don't see, God sees. So I'm saying everything that you do, everything that you say, God sees it. So you ain't got to worry about whether or not it look like man is not noticing you, what you doing. God has already taken notice of it. He talks about that in the book of Malachi. He got an angel that's recording everything we do. But see, we got to make sure that we're seeing the truth when God tells us to do something. That we're not doing things just to be seen by man. He said, because when you're doing things just to be seen by man, and man give you that attention, oh, girl, you awesome. Girl, you know what? That just blessed me when you did that. That you already got your reward. He said, because, see, if you're trying to do something for show, you're already messing up. And see, we want to make sure that we check our motives. Go down to verse 16. This is another good one that it talks about even seeing even when you're fasting. It said, when you fast, do not look sober as the hypocrites do. For they disfigure their faces to show men that they are fasting. Have you seen people when they fast and that you can tell they fasting? They don't wear no makeup. They looking dry. Girl, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm on this fast. I'm trying to get close to the Lord. You already got your reward. People can tell you ashy looking. They can tell you, something going on. Cause I ain't hours and I'm about to die. He said when you fast, nobody shouldn't even be able to tell. You should anoint yourself, and you still should be looking good. Nobody should be able to tell something going on with you. You still should be able to be acting the same. He said, because I tell you the truth. He said they have received a reward in full. He said, but when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it would not be obvious to men that you are fasting, but only to your Father who is unseen. And your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward